On difference of what? Two squares. Difference of two squares. How to factorize difference of two squares. Now, let's see this scenario. Provided we have been given a squared minus b squared. This one is a square. The b is also a square. Therefore, they are two squares. Now, what do we have here? Minus. The minus indicates that there is a difference between them. So we have difference of what? Two squares. And if we want to factorize them, it means that when we have a square, it means that it is multiplying itself. So we have a that will multiply itself, then another a. It means that a times a squared. Now, what do we have here? B. It means that b times another b. So we have b times another b. B times b squared. And the difference that exists between them, one is supposed to be negative and the other is supposed to be positive. So if we are asked to expand or factorize difference of two squares, this is how we expand it. Now let's move on to example 2. We have x squared minus 4. X squared minus 4. Let's check. Before you do anything, check whether you can see a perfect square in there. Now, for the x, it is exponent 2, so no problem. Exponent 2, no problem. Let's go to the other one, 4. You check whether 4 is a perfect square. Checking that 4 is a perfect square. Yes, it is a perfect square. 2 times 2 will give me what? 4. That means I can write these as x squared minus 2 squared. This is the x squared, and the 4 is the same as 2 exponent 2, since it is what? A perfect square. Now let's factorize. Factorizing, the first one is a square, therefore x. It will multiply another x to give me what? The x squared. Now what do we have here? We have 2. So 2, then the other one, 2 times 2, 2. There has to be difference between them by a negative and a positive. I can decide to make here negative and here become what? Positive. This is how we can also factorize difference of two squares. Now let's do our last example for today. We have 16y squared minus 1, and we are asked to factorize something like this. 16y squared minus 1, and we are asked to factorize something like this. It's not difficult. Now, first of all, our first step is to do a check whether we can get all of them being what? Perfect square. Is 16 a perfect square? Yes, it is a perfect square. What number multiplies itself to get 16? It is what? 4 times 4. That is 4 squared. So I can write this one as 4 squared. Then what do we have here? Y squared. It is a perfect square. So y squared minus You ask yourself, is 1 a perfect square? Yes, it is a perfect square. Why? 1 times 1 will give you 1. 1 square is equal to 1. Therefore, 1 is also a perfect square. I can write this one as 1 square. So check it. 4 square, 16. Y square, y square. 1 square is equal to what? 1. Then what again? I can write this one to become 1. Since both of them, 4 and y, have the same square, we can rewrite them as 4 all exponent 2, because they have the same square. They are the same. Then minus what? 1. Let's now factorize. Factorizing this one means 4y is multiplying itself 2 times. So we have 4y and it will multiply another 4y. 1 squared, it means that 1 is multiplying itself 2 times. So 1 will multiply another 1. Now, let's break the difference between them, a positive and a negative. So we have a positive, or you can bring a negative, then a negative. So this is how we can also factorize difference of 2 squares. This example.